Hi, friend. In life, we all go through hard times. The struggles in life are the things that allow us to turn toward God or turn away from Him. God bears the most kingdom fruit through our lives at the place of suffering and surrender. It's been almost 27 years since I stood at the altar and said I do. At 18, I was sure that the best route for my life included this man, and I was right. What I didn't know was how hard it would be. See, I thought that love, the emotion, could get us through anything. I couldn't have been more wrong. If you've ever been married, you know that it only takes a couple of months for the world of perfection to fall apart. After 4 years, we were facing issues in our marriage that make many couples forsake their vows. See, love is supposed to be tough, but this was painful for both of us. I was faced with the decision to either stay or walk away. And according to Scripture, I felt I had the right to choose the latter. I'll never forget the day that we sat together in an empty dugout of a baseball field in the small town where I grew up. He said that he was sorry for the hurts that he had caused, and he asked me to stay. It was a choice that I knew I would live with for the rest of my life. The choice wasn't easy. My emotions were all over the map. I needed him to hold me, but at the same time, I was repulsed by his touch. I couldn't trust my feelings from one second to the next, but I made the decision to stay. I chose to keep the promises that we had made 4 years earlier, and through that decision, love became real. See, no longer was love an emotion, it was a choice. If I were to accept his love, then I had to make my love an action regardless of my changing emotions. When I was 6, my dad made me memorize the entire chapter of 1 Corinthians 13, but I didn't understand the words until that day. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud or rude. It's not self-seeking. Love keeps no record of wrong. It took years to heal from that experience, but staying in my marriage was a stronger statement than I do because I did. Years later, my mom snuggled up to me at a family gathering and she whispered in my ear as she watched my husband from across the room. She said, "Honey, what a gem he is. Imagine what life would have looked like if you had chosen to walk away." 23 years have passed since that day on the ball field, and if I could go back, I wouldn't change a thing because of that pain. We actually have worked harder, we've built stronger, and we've grown much. And ironically, it was from this place of struggle that God has produced much kingdom fruit. See, the enemy seeks to steal and kill and destroy. But when God redeems where the enemy thought that he would win, the kingdom fruit is abundant. So what are the areas in your life where the enemy might be waging war on God's kingdom? Life is going to have struggles. How you respond to these moments of struggle is what allows God to bear fruit through your life. Abide in Him. That's your job. And He will bear much fruit. That's His job.